Okay, today we're going to look at doing a two-handed fingerboard routine. Luckily enough, we've got the rungs from tension. So everything you need to do, so from warming up to the grip choice, the time on, whether to add weights if you can, the size of the rung, the sets, and then cooling down. I'll be with this young lady. Before we start on the fingerboard, we've got to do a warm-up. So I normally do 20 star jumps. After that, I'm going to do, just got the people below us look like, 10 squat jumps. That's one set, and normally do 3 sets. So following on from the warm-up, I always do dynamic stretches. Obviously we're just going to do kind of shoulders, arms and the upper body, but I'll do a full body workout. I do 8 repetitions of every exercise, both directions.
So, even though we like to do a lot of dynamic stretching before either hangboard workout or climbing, there are a few things I like to do with static stretching, and that usually revolves the forearms, because our forearms as climbers are usually really tight. So before I do any climbing normally, or hangboard especially, and I get a lot of elbow tendonitis, and because my forearms are so tight, so this actually helps with that elbow tendonitis and helps that my elbows don't hurt as bad when I'm doing hangboard. So I like to put my palm facing down on the ground, and then take my other hand, put it over my fingers, and lean into the stretch a little bit more. And I don't like to hold for too long. I'll ease off, then go back into it. Then you can actually turn your palms, your hands, palm down again, and lean back in that. So there's a few different band exercises that I really like to do before any type of exercise as well. So this is really good for the shoulders, and then you can have a different type or different resistance as you need, but make sure it's not too tight when you start in a relaxed position. So this one I'm going to go across the body. The arm stays out in front of you the whole time. And in the same line, go back down across the body. I usually like to do 10 to 15 in 3 sets on each side. So another variation that I do as well is this side. So step on it with the same foot that you're grabbing in that hand. So in this part of the warm-up, we're just going to do scapular pull-ups. So you want to keep your arms straight as possible and try not to engage your lats as much, more just your shoulder blades and scapula. And I like to do about do 10 of them if I can, and do about 3 sets as well.
Okay, the next part of the warm-up, we're actually going to get on the fingerboard and we're going to do some jugs. Go onto the jugs, and we're going to do just 8 pull-ups for Alex. So she got on the jugs. Obviously, if you can't do pull-ups, then you can either use assistance bands, or you can do eccentrics, which means you jump up and then slowly lower. So she's going to do some pull-ups first. If you do the first 4 as just normal pull-ups. Right, so now we're going to look at the grip position. So on this, I'm going to use the 15mm edge. It's really common for a lot of climbers, specifically younger climbers, to climb in an open-handed position. Like this, so for example, I've been hanging and my pinky could drop. The problem with that is I'm not applying much pressure. I'm kind of really relying on skin to build up. So it's really important when we fingerboard to mainly focus on this position, the half grip. So I really want you to focus on lifting the knuckles specifically of the index finger, and also if you've got shorter pinky fingers, to rotate your wrist slightly to get more engagement from the pinky. So when we're hanging in that half grip position, we knuckles up and then fingers together. We can train open hand and full crimp because they're relevant grips, but for most of the time on the fingerboard, we're going to be focusing on that half crimp.
So there's two different ways to do this Hangboard program that we're going to do today. The first one that I'm going to demonstrate right now is instead of doing added weight and with a bigger grip position, I'm going to use smaller grip positions with a 5-second hold to see what I can hold my own body weight with the smallest hold. So as I know I can do the 20 to 15, I'm going to try the 10 first and then we'll go from there. So after you do that, obviously that one was a little easy for me, so I'll rest about a minute, maybe to 2, and then I'll try to go down another size. So now that I've rested, I'm going to go down to the 8mm edge and see if I can hold that for 5 seconds. Perfect. It's definitely getting a little bit harder. That might be a good grip position for me right now to finish my routine on, but I'm going to rest another minute and a half, and then I'm going to try the 6mm.
Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is hanging from a larger edge. I'm going to do it on the 20mm, but add weight to my body. But there's research to say that you can get just as good strength gains from holding a bigger hold, but adding weight. I'm still going to be in the half crimp position. So I need to know how much I weigh, 77 kilograms, and I've also got weights in this kind of fridge bag.
Our makeshift.
So use whatever you've got. And essentially I'm still going to do a 5-second hang, but I'm going to be on the 20mm edge. So shoulders engaged. Again, 1 minute rest, or 1 to 2 minutes rest, and I'll do 6 sets and I'll progressively build up that weight. So now we're just adding all the weight that Alex has at home essentially.
Finding whatever we can to be able to do this.
Hi, I'm Kevin, co-founder and CEO of Friction Labs. As a lifelong climber, Friction Labs started as a pursuit of making the world's best chalk. I bought every chalk that was out there and had them all professionally tested. And what we found was none of them were even more than 60% pure magnesium carbonate. The rest was these nasty fillers and drying agents that have nothing to do with helping you climb better and are bad for your skin. Armed with that information, we set out to make the world's best rock climbing chalk. The secret of Friction Labs comes down to 3 letters, PPT, purity, particle size, and texture. If you like fine chalk, we have our unicorn dust. If you like your chalk kind of chunky, we've got Gorilla Grip. And if you like your chalk super chunky and thick, we got you covered with Bam Bam. All this adds up to the best grip you can get. Whether you're picking up a barbell or climbing on a rock, Friction Labs delivers a long-lasting grip that's healthy for your skin. But don't just take my word for it. Check out our website. We've got hundreds of 5-star reviews. Check out our athlete page. And if loose chalk's not your jam, check out our chalk ball or our liquid chalk products. Whatever you need for a sure grip, Friction Labs has you covered.